Okay, welcome. We had a little bit of a misfire there. My name's Victor. This is Vibing with Victor. Today we are going to be working through the side quest content, and we just got to Kuttenberg. We're playing the Sword and the Quill is our primary thing that we're doing today. I am going to take a moment and get us all set up because the stream unfortunately died when I just got it started. So I do apologize for that. But this is the live stream now, and I appreciate you hanging out with me. And again, I said my name is Victor. Today we are supporting Shelby Natasha over in Seattle. She has some, she's going to be playing some gigs this weekend, and I also am taking a moment right now and I'm putting the tags in. So just give me a moment here as I do that, and then we're going to get going. If you have been watching my channel recently, I just did a long form with Idiot Boomer. I'll link that in the stream below when we get there. But I also wanted to thank anyone who might be showing up today from that group. Again, I met Idiot Boomer because I was playing online and I thought it was kind of fun. And we had a long conversation yesterday about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 streaming and everything like that. So I appreciated his feedback, and we are going to be moving through this together today. I'm just putting together my tags so YouTube can find us, and then we're going to go live here. Oh, we're already live, but you get the idea. I appreciate you hanging out, and let me get that started. A fairly new streamer. I've been doing YouTube content for about I've been doing YouTube content now for about 2.5 years. I've done about 300 shorts, about 320 shorts, and I've done about 202 long form total. And I've decided to take my stream into a different direction, and we're gaming, we're hanging out, we're vibing. That's the name of the game. And I'll be showing the game here in just a second because we're playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. But right now I'm just trying to find where they put the tags in here, because I can't seem to find it right now. There it is. But yeah, just I appreciate your time today. A little bit of a longer stream. We're aiming for about 3 hours, maybe 3.5. If there's questions or anything as we're going through this. Again, this is my game, my playthrough, so I do want to say we do have a couple of quick rules. We don't wipe out an entire area. I'm going to be playing somewhat on a lawful goodish kind of thing, a little bit of a gray area. And I just wanted to give you a quick heads up of what we're doing. And again, like I said, we just got to Kuttenberg. We are on a cart on the way in. So I just wanted to give you an idea. All right. And it looks like we have a viewer. Appreciate you hanging out. Thank you very much for hanging out, Mr. Khan. We're getting started. And yeah, like I said earlier, today we're supporting Shelby Natasha. And she has some... I posted a link to her Instagram, as well as her Bandcamp will be linked here later. And let's get into the content. All right, and we're aiming for about an hour. I think we're going to have at least an hour of the intro to Sword and Quill today. And then I want to do some side quest action inside of Kuttenberg. I haven't been there yet. Hopefully... the sound's coming through, so if you have questions, or you can just tell me how the sound is, but I appreciate you hanging out. So earlier today I was hanging out on Khan's stream, and he was playing what's the game, I forget what it's called, but it's dueling in 1800s Poland. It's quite interesting, and a friend of mine got me onto that one, so I just wanted to say thanks. And we are actually coming to you live in 1080p now. And I'll just keep it quiet so we can listen to the dialogue.
Your beauty.
My, you've got a silver tongue, eh?
Not that I want to contradict, but I think there might be another reason. Sigismund is riding roughshod over the country, so the people are cautious. I can't blame them.
If it was only Sigismund. The devil is just as bad.
I thought we'd sorted all this out. He's no saint, not by any means. But he is an ally of the king. My friend.
Who is?
The dry devil.
Lord Hinek of Kunstadt, Burgrave of Znojmo Castle, a great warrior, and at this moment a guest of the Lord of Sukdal.
He's a drunkard and a dangerous, violent man.
I'll watch him, don't you worry.
Let's be a little more inquisitive.
Anyway?
You can ask him yourself when you see him.
I don't know why he's dry, but I know exactly why they call him devil.
And Con, how's our sound? Can you hear the dialogue?
Insulting him before I get a word in.
Great. So I'm to keep my mouth shut, eh?
Say what you like, just don't go bugging the devil. At least for a while. That's all I'm asking.
What happens?
Let's hear about the plan.
We'll find out soon enough. The main thing we have to hope for is that the local lord will even receive us.
Who is that?
Sir Peter of Pisek, Mint Master to King Wenceslas himself. Very important man.
I bet he can't wait for us to ride into his courtyard.
We don't look too impressive, that's true. But I'm hoping Dry Devil will put in a word for us.
And what's your plan after that? We have to save Sir Hans.
Don't worry, we'll get to that, if it's not too late.
Hopefully it won't be. He's a noble, so they'll ransom him.
I don't know.
Yep.
His uncle has a reputation for being a pinch purse. You know him, Henry?
Yeah. Well, I don't know where you heard that from. He was always kind to me.
But that's all by the by anyway. I intend to wage war, not parley. And if I know Dry Devil, he's of the same mind.
Won't it be dangerous for Sir Hans?
It will, and for us too. But I'm sure Lord Capon is expecting that. He rode to Trotsky as a messenger to von Berghoff. I reckon he must have had some idea.
Okay, sorry about that dialogue bomb right in the beginning of the stream, but we just got to Kuttenberg and we're starting the Sword and the Quill. So we just escaped Trotsky Castle, and now we're coming in to the first area inside of the Kuttenberg zone. So this is super exciting. I want to say thank you for hanging out with me today, and let's just enjoy ourselves today. And again, I'm going to try to not talk over the dialogue.
What's this?
So this is my hardcore playthrough, and it's going to be interesting exploring a new area too. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of time today to get into this.
Watered, fed, and saddled first thing. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Greetings. What's your business here?
The blessing of our Lord Jesus Christ, sir. I expect you're Peter Pisek. I am Jan Žižka of Trocnov. I have an important message for your guest, Hinek of Kunstadt. Actually, for you two.
A message for the Dry Devil.
Well now, Captain Žižka and young Henry.
Margrave Jobs.
Sir.
I'm afraid your friend Hinek is no longer here. But I'd love to know what brought you two together. And also, what the hell happened to you?
Well, sir...
Unfortunately, I'm otherwise occupied at the moment. Get some rest. You're clearly in dire need of it. We'll talk tomorrow. Sir Peter, please, take care of our guests. I'd love to know what brought you two together. Unless it's something happened to you. Let's go!
Okay, so we just got into the Kuttenberg area. I guess that guy was the main dude that we're supposed to talk to. What are we gonna get into trouble now?
Follow me.
You have a very fine fortress, my lord.
So if you're new to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, there's 2 different areas, and we just got to this one. This is Kuttenberg, and we just left the Trotsky area. So this is a big move into the game. Currently, we're about 65, 70 hours in. So I wanted to give you an idea where we're at. It's definitely worth it. I want to thank you for coming in. We're going back into it. There's a lot of dialogue right now, so I'm going to be quiet for the dialogue. And then as we explore the area, I'll be, adding commentary as we're going. All right. The gang's all here. Let's go.
Life in a fortress isn't ideal for a man with my experience.
I just want to run around and play with Mutt and stuff.
Fortune.
That gets worryingly smaller every day, Lord Trotsky.
Hardly surprising if you're
It's like we're hungry as heck. Let's eat something real fast so we don't lose out to these dialogue checks. So one of the things that we have in this, since this is a hardcore playthrough, I'll just take a moment as I'm doing my food right now. But let me show you this. We're playing on hardcore, and we have a couple of negative stats. We have Hangry Henry, Heavy-Footed, and Picky Eater. Basically, we get hungry all the time. Also, it's harder for us to sneak around. Our shoes wear out. And then at the same time, our food spoils really quickly. Now, we just made a huge journey to get to this area, and it said we had nourishment 14 out of 100 possible. Also, we take a serious debuff when our conversation skills when we get that hungry. So I just wanted to get into that real quick so you have an idea of what we're doing. And again, we're playing on hardcore, so we can't really see any of the waypoints. We can't see our heads-up display, but I just wanted to give you a quick idea of what we're doing, so you know. And then I am going to be wearing my better gear, because then that way they kind of respect me a little more. So our charisma went up and our speech went up, so we'll be able to pass our speech checks a little bit easier now. This is Katherine. She just saved us from the other area. And now we're going to go into dialogue.
My apologies, but we've already eaten, and I wasn't expecting more guests. I wouldn't want to give the impression that I'm feeding you with leftovers.
Not to worry, Sir Peter. The leftovers from the Margrave's table is still a banquet for us. For me, at least.
And it looks like there was a...
Just the village girl.
I wouldn't have thought it, good wife.
Oh, you would, sir. But don't concern yourself. I don't mind it.
The last few weeks we've been sharing dry bread and stewed peas with a horde of dirty warriors. I seriously doubt that the fare you offer could offend us.
I understand. Undoubtedly, you've been through a lot.
And we've a lot more to face.
Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends. You look like you've had a hard journey.
Ah, the journey wasn't so bad, especially compared to what came before it.
Where are you coming from, anyway?
From Trotsky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg. Same as Dry Devil. And I had a job to do around Trotsky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff, too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
Well,
Actually, it's a little bit my fault.
What are you saying, boy?
Me and my lords were sent to negotiate an alliance with von Berghoff. But that snake was using us the whole time to do his dirty work. He pretended he was willing to cross over to the side of Wenceslas. But instead, he sent us to fight against the king's allies.
And if that wasn't enough, von Orlitz and the Prague militia joined with him.
But why would the Praguers send forces to Trotsky?
Ah, but they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trotsky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation, and they took him along with them.
Here? To my fortress?
interesting.
Christ almighty.
Not just here, but everywhere where King Wenceslas still has supporters.
And that's also one of the reasons why we're here. We came to warn you. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Orlitz in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some for Jobst.
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, that is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the Margrave. Where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas even put a price on my head once. And Catherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. But anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms.
Oh, no, I'm standing up. Okay.
Well, we only met once, in fact. When he came to see Lord Hanush in Rattay.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hinek, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while. At my invitation.
Was here? So he's gone?
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hinek, he was somewhat disturbed.
Okay, why was he disturbed?
Why?
Well, let's say, after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in...
I think that was the polite way of saying he
the
fucked
Margrave
things
will
up.
explain it to you himself.
I'd be very surprised.
Okay, now to a little more dialogue. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me today. This is Vibing with Victor. We just got to the Kuttenberg area. I think this is Schuldal. I did a quick little reading. This is the sword and the quill. And thank you for hanging out. Con, watched your stream earlier today. And just so you know, I have never played the first game, so this is my first experience in this, so I don't know who this Yops guy is.
What was Dry Devil doing here, anyway?
Waging war, if you can call it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans and a troop of humans in these parts alone. It made me a little nervous. If anyone found out he was hiding out here... in the end, it was Jobst himself who sorted it out. He told Hinek he had to stop because he was interfering with his plans.
Why is Jobst taking such risks? He almost put himself in Sigismund's reach. What for?
To do what he's been doing all his life.
I like this guy's eye patch. I gave it to him.
Could put it that way. He's seeking allies amongst the undecided lords, and winning over to our side some of the ones who've sided with Sigismund so far.
He wants to make deals with turncoats?
Alas, that's the way it goes in politics. The majority lean towards the side where they expect the least problems. Just between us, I'm not too pleased myself about Jobst's strategy, and I'm the last one who'd wish for violence.
Okay.
What do you think about all of this, sir? Sigismund, Wenceslas, Jobst?
What kind of question is that?
I'm
doubt
thinking
my
I'm gonna
lords
like
will
start
pick?
keeping track of all
No,
these
that's not
political
how I meant it.
affiliations on
Henry
a
here
whiteboard
sometimes
here.
forgets to weigh his words, sir.
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Wenceslas isn't the great man his father Charles was. But that is the way of the world. History is full of kings who didn't know how to wear the crown. The blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. He's not a capable ruler. What of it? In my opinion...
But what if the sovereign is truly bad? If he's mad, say.
I'll put it this way. Nobody lives forever, lad.
Least of all bad kings. Isn't that right, sir?
So, what about us? What do we do now?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you. But the earliest he'll be back at the fortress will be tomorrow. I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer of a bed for the night.
Just an offer. So you'd let us leave if we wanted to.
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns. For the sake of security.
Whose security?
Good question. Yours, I expect.
Yep, I guess so.
I couldn't take another step anyway.
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. Lord von Bergov is holding my lord, Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, hostage. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. Do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Bergau had come here until you told me. And I've heard nothing about Lord Liechtenstein.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would be all over the region. So there's a strong hope he's alive.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Lord Pisek.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is
Nice.
open to all the king's supporters, even if that does make it a bit crammed.
Do I have to go straight to bed? I do.
I suppose I ought to get to bed. Where can I sleep, sir?
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Yours is right here in the palace. Cross that corridor and go up the stairs. You can't miss it. There's a garland above the door. But first, eat your fill. All of you. And maybe you'd like to bathe before going to bed. I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
The baths are in the little house in the courtyard, right next to the well.
Okay, so we have just finished all that dialogue. I'm sorry because we had some people that we lost on the stream. Again, my name's Victor. This is Vibing with Victor. We're working through the Sword and the Quill, and we just started in the Kuttenberg area. There's about 20 minutes of dialogue that we had to get through, and now we have free roam. I'm going to take a look around, and I think we have to meet with someone tomorrow morning. All right, let's see here. Looks like there's more dialogue. Oh, there is. Oh, my goodness.
What happened at Nebakov after the Praguers took the fortress?
You're asking me?
Well, of course. I know you weren't there, but maybe you heard something. You know what goes on, right? I only remember that diabolical shot. Nothing after that.
That must have been really
We got
bad.
shot by a cannon.
I heard the shot all the way from Troskowitz. I'm afraid all I know is when they took the fortress, von Aulitz's men hanged everyone they found there. I'm sorry, but most of ours got left behind there.
Wow.
There was this healer called Clara there.
A girl of yours?
I want to romance her, so...
No, I don't know her well.
I did spend 2 nights
Very
with her, so I
common
kind of know
I
her.
suppose now I'll never see her again.
Poor girl. May God forgive her sins and grant her eternal rest. You have to live every day like it's going to be your last. That's all you can do in our trade.
I kind of want to, like, romance Catherine if I get a
The
shot.
adjutant survived.
I'm afraid I do know. Zizka said the shot killed him on the spot.
Did you know him?
Aye. He was a good man. He saved my life once.
But thank you for hanging out today. We're working through the missions.
You want to talk about it?
Not now, thanks. Some other time, maybe.
Thank you. That's all.
I'm sorry I can't tell you more.
No, that's all right. Thanks.
I like how we're doing this dialogue when we just got off the road together for like a
What do you
week.
think of Lord Pisek?
He's a real man.
It's like,
Noble.
I know we got to get the dialogue off, but I think that
hope
would have
his
came
age has
up
weakened his
in
hearing.
the last week of hanging out on the road
Shame
together.
yourself asking about him when he's right next to us.
What do you plan to do now?
What do you think? Have a proper meal and then go and lie down?
Oh, this is hard.
May I join you?
At least we'd only take up one of Lord Pisek's beds. instead
Oh,
of two.
we might pass this.
But I'd like to get
Oh my goodness, we passed!
And I advise you to do the same. We have lots of work ahead of us.
Ooh, we can romance her now. So our let me give you a quick run through of this. So our boy Henry here, even though he's totally dirty, he is very charismatic. He's got 25 charisma. His speech is really high. We spent a lot of time in the last 70 hours together working on his alchemy, his scholarship, his talking. He talks good and knows how to read good also. And we just totally wooed her. So that's cool. We got the first one out of that check. I didn't know that we were going to get that. Again, we're playing on a hardcore, just so you know. We have 3 of the debuffs, not all 10. And I just wanted to give you a quick summary before we run around the castle and stuff. So we just got off the road. Maybe I can sell some things. I got to do some laundry, the regular stuff. Now we have to talk to him.
Any orders, Captain?
Now, eat and sleep. I'm not sure how long they'll treat us this well, so make the most of it.
How are you?
Much better with hot food in my belly. But a pitcher of wine would be the best remedy.
Don't overdo it, though. Better to lose one eye than drink yourself blind.
That's funny because I gave him the eye patch. Let's talk to this guy.
I mean no discourtesy, but I've never heard of you, sir.
Fret not, I take no offense. I can tell you come from far away. Everyone here in the region knows me. I used to be the Mint Master, the king's official who oversees the Italian court, where the Prague Russian is minted out of Kuttenberg silver.
That sounds important.
Indeed it is. And that is why Sigismund stripped me of my office as soon as he took control
Interesting.
of Kuttenberg.
I was talking to Boomer yesterday, and I decided that I'm going to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 after this playthrough.
I know we're in Sukdal, and that this fortress belongs to you. I don't know anything else about it. Or about this area.
It's not exactly a royal castle, as you can see. You'll find dozens of such fortresses around Kuttenberg. As the town grew richer, many burghers wanted to climb the social ladder to join the nobility. They bought land and built fortresses. Kuttenberg is surrounded by plains, so they've been springing up like mushrooms after the rain.
Okay, I think we exhausted most of the dialogue. Who's this guy? It's just a random scribe. I'm not going to lockpick when I'm like literally standing in front of him. Okay, so now I get to walk around, I guess. They're still eating. Let's take a look at the map. Again, like I said, we're on a hardcore mission, and I just hardcore playthrough, and I just unlocked the Kuttenberg area. And as you can see, we have a little bit of the fog of war going on. I don't know exactly where we're at. Actually, let's do that right now. I'm going to ask one of these guards where I'm at. Because there's no little icon on the map when you're playing hardcore of where you are. Usually you'll see a little icon that'll show you where you're at, as well as the waypoints. They don't show you the waypoints unless you're within like 10 or 15 meters of them. And then also your icon doesn't display, so I had no idea where I was. But I guess we're over here in Schuckstall, I believe is what it's called. So now that I know where I am, we're going to start working through this. I'm not going to rob this because obviously we are their guests. Let's go down into the area. I guess we're hungry, so that means Mutt's hungry, and we have a little rule here. Whenever we eat, Mutt eats.
Here, Mutt.
So we'll give Mutt some sausage. And I always recommend to give him your expired food because it doesn't matter if it's expired or not for him because he's a dog. But he's a good dog. Looks like we can do some combat with these guys. And there's an alchemy bench over here, so I can make some stuff if I need it. Just checking everything out. I haven't been to this area yet, so I'm gonna do a walkthrough. I might even do it later today with you know, the basics of like running around in the game. But right now we're just doing the playthrough. Let's see here. That's the bathhouse. So let's talk to these guys first.
So I
They're just beating the crap out of each other.
I heard Kuttenberg surrendered to Sigismund,
Interesting.
and his army is running amok here in the area.
They are. These dreckigen Hurensöhne are angry, you see? They thought they would rake in the silver from the Kuttenberg mines. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Sigismund kept all the treasure for himself. Why should he pay them out of his own pocket when the local lords are feeding them?
What? I don't understand.
Dann pass mal auf. As soon as the soldiers began looting the villages around the city, the local nobility quickly decided it's better to pay them Lösegeld.
So that Hungarian bastard is getting rich, while the locals feed his army.
Das trifft den Nagel auf den Kopf. And yet, that carrot-top Schweinehund lets the monks in the Zealots monastery fuss over him while he receives legations from the whole kingdom.
Interesting. So I'm just learning more about this area.
Chance how to get into that monastery where Sigismund is staying?
Wie bitte? Hast du den Verstand verloren? You can forget about that. You won't get in. And listen closely to what I tell you. I don't know what you're planning, but I'll give you some good advice. Leave Sigismund alone. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but surely. You'll see. You better be glad you still have your head.
Did Sigismund also attack Suchdol?
Huh.
Oh yes, as soon as he got here. But my men know what to do. Mit der Hilfe Gottes fended him off and forced him to negotiate. Mein Herr Peter, however, had to pay him a fat Lösegeld to leave us in peace. The villagers in the
I think
vicinity
Losengeld
here
means
even
bribe.
worse.
I haven't figured that out yet.
They raised Mesolus and Apatowitz. There was nothing left but ashes and stones. They haven't been here since then, but who knows what tomorrow may bring. Der Teufel soll Sigismund holen.
Interesting.
How do things work around here? Is there something I should be wary of?
Not really, except for the Sigismund military camp at Opatowitz. And it isn't really all that safe in the raised villages either. Diese Banditenbanden have settled in there. A bunch of dossers who'll easily cut your throat for a piece of bread. Ah, so God will. These evil times will soon be over.
How do I get to Kuttenberg from here?
Das ist nicht schwer. You just take the main road to the east and then you'll see the church towers. Or you can also follow your nose. There's smoke rising from the Kuttenberg smelters day and night. The smell is hell, but it's worth it for the silver. In fact, the silver's why Kuttenberg is the second richest city in the kingdom, right after Prague.
Where did you say Sigismund's army is camped?
Unfortunately. They've occupied
A lot of dialogue
the
because we
main
just came to
road
this
near
area.
Kuttenberg, so no one could just come and help the town. When you walk out of the village and look toward Opatovic, you should see the flags flying above their camp. Pah, that Hungarian camp is like a boil. It's just festering and we just can't get rid of it.
I need to top up my supplies. Where could I find some merchants here?
You'd be better off asking the innkeeper Slivka in the village about these things. He knows everyone from far and wide. And that's
Nice.
no surprise, because he makes such good spirits.
Can I fight you?
How's it going, Captain?
I want to fight
Any
you,
word
though.
for me?
Sehr interessant. I thought you were helping Shishka.
What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzel?
Zum Glück nicht. If you're looking for einen Pushen, try your luck elsewhere.
Alright, he doesn't have any work for
How's it
me?
going, Captain? What of it?
Zum Glück nicht. If you're looking for einen...
Yeah, okay, he's not going to give me any.
Hier seht, mein Herr.
So, alright, so we just got to this area. Let's check the log. What we got to do is we have to take a bath and we have to get some sleep. And again, we just got to this new area, so I was trying to enjoy it a little bit. You could see right here, some of these are actually showing up, even though I just got to the area, because I have in my skills here, in my scholarship skills, I have the perk Explorer, and what that says, it says the entire map is revealed, showing all settlements, fast travel spots, hunting grounds, caves, and other interesting places. So on a hardcore playthrough, until you get to level 18, you're not going to be able to see that, but it does help a lot in navigating on hardcore. I'm just checking my perks before we keep going. And let's just, I guess we could talk to her. There's not really anything for us to do here. We just talked to him. We came in. This is our whip that we rode in on. I don't see anything around here of interest. We got a really nice horse. But for the most part, I don't really see anything. So I guess we could talk to the bathhouse lady. Hello.
How can I help you?
Let's
Show me
trade.
your wares.
Oh, cool. So she doesn't have very much money at all. But why is it not letting me take a bath with her? Not her directly, but you get the idea. So I'm selling some stuff.
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right. Why not?
Best tip I have for you is always pay a little bit more,
Here.
because it increases your reputation a lot.
My, thank you kindly.
I'm glad you found what you needed, sir.
I want to take a bath. Oh, I have to talk to her. Okay.
Lord Pisek said we could have a bath here.
Yes, sir. I prepared the hot water and fragrant oils myself. And I'll wash your clothes as well.
I could get used to this.
If sir will
Nice.
allow. I'll help you undress.
Ooh, interesting. That was it. Okay, I can hear the bells going off, so it means we gotta go to bed. I want to take a look up here. Is he gonna shut that? Is this private yet? No, it's not private. Looks like this is a guardhouse. Yeah, this is the guardhouse. I guess the alchemy bench is on the other side here. Ah, there we go. I was looking for this. There's not really anything I need to steal at the moment. I got a lot. Let's see what's in this, just for anyone who's playing at home. I have a perk that I'm just gonna take that all. And I have this perk that I can just take everything if I use it. If I open up I can unlock the easy chests. Sorry. Got distracted. It's been a long day. So, we're over encumbered. Gonna move some stuff to the horse. Appreciate you hanging out with me today. I'm over in Seattle. Bit of a streamer. Just a dude. And appreciate hanging out with you. Let's move some of this to the horse too. Inventory management's important. We'll work on that later. Looks like she washed all my clothes. Not covered in dirt anymore, at least. Where'd my pants go? Did I just take my pants off on accident? I think I did. Where's my pants? I'm running around without any pants on. No wonder they were so friendly with me. I'm running around with no pants on. That's great. So here we go. Let's put some pants on, I guess. I guess we were running around without pants on, so that was fun. I didn't expect that. That's pretty funny, actually. Let's see here. Taking a look at everything here. Guess I'll wear those. Slightly better stats. Okay, let's check our gear. Since there's nothing here that we can use. I don't see any repair kits or things like that, so I gotta use the repair kits. There's no vendors, is what I meant to say. I was looking for that. So I have some repair kits here. Gonna repair everything that I can. So I don't know where this story is gonna take us next. As soon as we progress this, I hope that we have a little bit of open world run around time, because that's what I was really excited about today. Because we got to a new area. And a new area means there's more stuff to do, more loot to get, more people to get in fights with, maidens to woo, that kind of thing. So let's see here. I can't believe we were running around with no pants on. Maybe that's why the lady was so nice to us at the bathhouse. All right. Okay, so there's not much else we got to do. Let's do a little bit of alchemy, because we used a lot of healing potions previously. Yeah, I'm down to like 6. I jumped in a couple of people's streams the last couple of days, and I was impressed by a couple of fellow KCD streamers. And also I hung out in Subutai Khan's today, and he was playing a dueling game. And one of the streamers that also plays this, his name is Idiot Boomer, and I did a long form actually with him yesterday, and that was really fun because I didn't. That's my first like long form in a while. We went about an hour and a half, and we talked about the game. We talked about kind of our goals in this. He's a little older than me, has a little more life experience. You can find that video on my channel. But it was just like a solid, hour something, just hanging out and talking to him. And it was nice to make his acquaintance. And it's an interesting little community, KCD2, and I really appreciate it. Right now we're making the Savior Snaps, and then we're going to make the and we're going to make some marigold also, but everyone kind of doesn't like it when I just get the alchemy. But I just got to this area, so I kind of need to make some save potions, because if you've never played this game before, you have to make your own saves. This is the only way to save the game, besides sleeping in a bed you own, or saving the game when you manually leave it. Alright, almost done. So, Boomer, the guy that I talked to yesterday, he's been playing the game. He's quite a bit further than I am. And he's out in Norway, so it's just fun to make his acquaintance. Okay, one more turn. Alright, and then let's pour it into this. Then we'll make a couple of health potions, because we need them. Okay, we made some Savior Snaps.
Fresh herbs, it would have turned out better.
Some marigold. This has happened to me before. You run out of the item that you put in, and then you have to put the a new item in. So here we go. And I was going to do, maybe later today, I'm going to do some tutorials of what to do if you just jump into the game earlier than this. But this is a playthrough of Sword and Quill, as well as the area that we're in right now. So we'll add one handful of nettle. And then we gotta boil it for 2 turns. And then we'll turn. Is this ground? Yeah, this is ground. Okay. You can pick it up again and see if it shows you if it's ground or not if you forget. Okay, we'll take this off the heat. And we'll add the marigold. And then we'll pour it out. So if you're just joining me, we just got to the Kuttenberg area, and we just went to the bathhouse. Now we're making a couple of
collect fresh herbs.
We're just making a couple of healing potions before we move on. I appreciate you hanging out. My name's Victor from Vibing with Victor. And I play Kingdom Come 2, Magic the Gathering. I have music, local music in the area that I like. I like to support local bands. And then at the same time, I'm just a dude. So I appreciate hanging out with you. Okay, let's put 2 handfuls of marigold in here. We did it backwards to what I'm used to. But yeah, just a dude out in Seattle. This is Vibing with Victor. I post shorts, longs, and I had just did a long with another KCD2 gamer and streamer yesterday. And he's a little bit in a different age bracket as you and me, but he's a boomer, and his channel is called Idiot Boomer. So feel free to jump in there. And then let me check the chat. Yesterday we found out that all the chat wasn't showing up. But if you have questions on the game, just ask me. I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, and I think this should be enough. We have, this will mean we have like 10 or 12 of these now. And then we can just move on. Maybe we'll do one more.
With fresh herbs, it would have turned out better.
Yeah, we'll do one more before we do that. But again, this is a real playthrough, so it takes us a while. So far, to get to this point of the game, it's taken me about 70 hours. And I spent about $80 on this game. And it is definitely worth it. Because by my estimation, there's about 200 something hours left in the game. And I haven't even gotten to the second act. I just hit the second act. So there's a lot of content in this game. If you're a more serious gamer like I am and you want to play a lot of content for a long time and you want to make your $80 worth it, I would recommend this game. Alright. Not sponsored, but just a true fanboy. And we're in Kutenberg. Just doing our thing. I don't think I had enough time on that, but I have a perk that I can kind of cheat it a little bit. And then we'll advance the story. Because everyone hates it when I do alchemy. Okay, let's move on. So if you just got to Kutenberg and you don't have anything, you can also use, you can find a ton of material in this chest that is right next to the alchemy bench. And then let's close that door. And then we'll go about our business. Let's see if it'll allow me to check this place out before we move on. Looks like this is the cellar. We're in the castle, so there's a lot of space to check out. I haven't been here yet at all. So I already talked to that guy. Oh, this is his wife. Go talk to your wife.
How are you, dear
Interesting.
good wife?
All the better for being greeted so respectfully. But I hope my husband didn't hear you. He's terribly jealous.
I already talked to him.
Pipped. He's the captain here, you know.
That's
You
cool.
wouldn't happen
I already
know
talked to him
where Lord
earlier.
Hinnock of Kronstadt went, would you? He was a guest here.
I don't know, but I hope as far away as possible. That animal almost raised his hand to the Margrave.
What? How did that happen?
A respectable woman doesn't talk about that kind of thing. But if it hadn't been for my husband, he'd have been at his throat, believe you me.
All right.
I beg your pardon, my lady, but could you tell me what's new around here? I'm asking because I've just arrived and I'd like to know more about this region.
If it's mercenary work you're interested in, I can't help you. You'll have to ask elsewhere.
All right. That's cool.
God be with you.
Your husband's right there. I wasn't hitting on you. I was just asking. All right. The cook.
God be with you, sir.
So, what's
Oh
life
man,
like?
there's a lot of
What
dialogue
can I
here.
say, lad? It used to be better. There was peace and quiet while King Charles was alive. But those sons of his aren't up to much. Warring against each other. They should be ashamed. We're lucky we have Sir Peter. He won't allow us to come to any harm.
What's Sir Peter like?
He has a heart of
Interesting.
gold. God smiled on us when he sent us Sir Peter. But he has a terrible sweet tooth. He eats nothing but preserves and sweet dumplings with curd cheese. And when he does feel like some meat, he demands nothing but chaffinch.
I don't know what chaffinch
Are they
is.
hungry? Do you have anything to eat?
I'm afraid you're too late, lad. The stove is cold now. I sent everything I had up to you.
You wouldn't happen to know where Lord Hinnock of Kronstadt went, would you? He was a guest here only recently.
You mean that bony knight? I can't help you, I'm afraid. I don't stick my nose into the Lord's affairs. That wouldn't be right. Farewell, sir.
Okay. So she doesn't have anything for me. I think we just gotta progress it, but we already hit on Katherine. So maybe we can get lucky. I don't know. There's somebody doing alchemy in here. Oh, it's her again. Yeah, there's a dagger on the ground here. Interesting. I guess, do we need to go up here? I think this is where we need to go. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to find my way around here. I'm new to this area, sorry. There's tons of stuff to steal, but I'm trying not to steal because I'm a guest. We'll do a thieving run later. Because we're kind of morally ambiguous. Won't let me pray. Should we take the rosary? It's just sitting there. What's over here? See, the problem is whenever you steal in an area, you can only steal so much before like they lock all the doors, and then everyone's on high alert. So usually when I do a thieving run, I steal as much as I can and then I move on to the next area. So I guess we just progress it at this point. Oh! Someone's playing dice here. I should go play dice with someone. Looks like it's above us. People do like when I'm a degenerate gambler. Oh my goodness! Perfect. Here is a chest. So our chest, this is our stash. And I'm gonna put this stuff in here so I can not carry it around anymore. So I'm tired of carrying it. I'll take it off of the horse. And then we'll put it in the stash. Let's see if anything in here is better than what we're wearing. Interesting. Why was that not attached? Okay. Looks pretty good. Guess we'll just check this stuff. Yeah, if you guys have questions about the game, just put it in the chat for me. But if you're just hanging out, that's great. Okay. Okay, looks like our current setup's the best that we got. So we'll just put the rest of this in here. I got a gun, but I don't know when I'm ever going to find more bullets. So I'll hold on to the gun for a little bit, but I don't know what to do with it. I know I could shoot someone with it, but I just don't know what to do with it. In general, I'm pretty good at the longsword. And if you're watching me, I'm over in Seattle right now, and it's the middle of the workday. It's actually towards the end of the workday, so maybe you're playing hooky like I am. So let's see here. Nothing else I need to put in here. I've got a ton of books. Oh, I can make a new longsword. Nice. Very nice. Let's put blacksmithing materials in here because they're heavy. We were over encumbered when we left the castle. We have so much stuff we can do because we're to a new area. So I'm reading these lore books. There's these books that just give you lore. I don't know if they add to my scholarship or not, but I think they do. Scholarship is one of the main ways that you can learn new skills, do stuff like that. And you have to read good, like Derek Zoolander's School for Kids That Don't Read Good. And I just learned how to make a longsword, which should be better than mine. There's also here in the codex, there's a bunch of things that you could read, all the lore and everything. So it's pretty fun. I really like that. But not everyone's into that kind of stuff. Alright, sorry. Just checking. Alright, let's go play some dice. I think it's above us. Maybe there's a common room or something. There's just weapons hanging around here? What's up? Or is this the armory? Oh, this is the armory. Huh. Okay. I guess we just advance it. this is mine, so I don't think this counts as stolen. Oh yeah, this is all my stuff. Okay. Oh shoot, this is not mine. That's just everything that they had in there. Okay. Let's just... I guess we can just sleep and progress. Maybe we can run into Katherine. We did pass the... We did pass the speech check, but I don't think there's anything else we gotta do here. And I don't know where Katherine is. Maybe she's in here. Another book. And again, I said this earlier, but if you just jumped in, we're not doing a bunch of thieving right now. We're just trying to progress it. Yeah, it looks like that was the only thing we were supposed to do. Oh, we get to sleep for like 12 hours. We never get to sleep that long. Let's see here. Oh.
So you got your revenge. Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next?
Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Berghoff.
And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
It's what I want.
Are you sure, Henry?
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir.
It's the girl from the bathhouse.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his wounds.
Okay, well...
And what about Katherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you? I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
Ugh. Very well. I'll go now.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast. In case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No. Definitely not. Thank you. Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing?
You haven't dismissed me, sir.
I'm not a nobleman. You don't have to stand on ceremony with me.
I do, since you're a guest of the Margrave, sir. May I leave?
Aye. That is... yes. Of course.
Thank you, sir.
That's funny. Alright, so we just saved the game. We're moving on, and Sword in the Quill. Oh, she brought us some breakfast. If I didn't know any better, I think she was hitting on me. Maybe she was. Maybe she was. I don't know. Good looking guy. Our Henry is a good looking guy. Aren't you, dude? What a good looking guy. Alright, let's check the log, see what we need to do. I guess we gotta go find Shishka. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's all it says. Go find Shishka. There's an icon over here, though. There's stuff we can do. Oh, there's a sharpening wheel. Okay, so we can find our way around the area. We gotta go find him. There's the scribe. Well, that was rude.
Thinking about.
It's not letting me out that door. Okay, let's say hello to Mutt.
Here, Mutt.
All right. Appreciate you all hanging out with us. Let's see here. How are we doing for food? So that girl brought us some food. Let's eat some stuff, I guess.
You're boring me. Try a little. See, meine Dame, we are hiding here.
Lo, the worth Henry of Scarlet. I'm just
Ooh.
having a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's
Let's
not
see.
how I put it. In the end, as mein Großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison. And mine is
His
one of
wife
the
was
best.
just telling me not to talk to her, and then he's like chatting up the gal that I want to
Am I
romance.
right?
Aye. I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome. I wouldn't want to come up against them in battle.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of facing them, though. Eh?
Leave him be, meine Dame. Nobody.
Oh no, I'm gonna kick his ass.
on my men.
Now look here, I was just being polite.
I was being polite.
Ach ja?
Do you fancy yourself a knight?
Komm, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and then you have to go against one of ours. Pullcock, come here! The first to bleed loses.
Okay. I already made him bleed.
Well, you haven't shown yourself to be very manly.
I just won!
Thank God I didn't make a bet with the captain.
Well, at least you don't have to go to confession. Gambling is the road to hell.
Kicked his ass! I hit him twice!
Pullcock has the strength of a bull. He's not easy to defeat.
What?
Ah, nothing. You know what? At least you'll have something to hide behind. If you get it.
I did
Find
it!
Zizka. The Margrave is expected.
Breakfast time, good morning.
Next to the stage.
Loxam, good to hear you. Thanks for hanging out with us. I just kicked his ass!
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling.
Thank you for joining us.
Why?
A woman's intuition.
What was that all about? I beat him. You piece of shit. Where?
How's it going, Captain? Do you have any work for me? What of it? So is there anything you need?
Was soll ich sagen? After our Lord paid ransom for us to the Chaiskel Cherton, there is peace here. Fortunately.
Loxam, thanks for vibing. We're working through Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We just got to the Kutenberg area. We kicked that guy's ass, but for some reason we lost. Doesn't make any sense. It said the first to bleed loses. He was bleeding. I hit him twice.
Takes it as a personal offense.
I don't
So
know.
go easy on him, hörst du?
What exactly do you mean by that?
Just ask him if there's anything new happening in his territory, and wait until he
I kind of
tells
want
you
to kill
himself.
this guy now.
Oh, yeah. He really doted on that creature. Und das war alles. I don't have anything else.
All right, thank you. I'll ask around.
Was I supposed to do something else? Let me check the log here. I don't usually read ahead. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna replay that. We're gonna replay that because we fucking won that. We won that. I'm upset. I'm gonna do it again. I don't usually go back and do it over and over again, but I'm upset. We're replaying that. We won. All right. I'm a little upset about that. And it was only 10 minutes ago, so here we go. Okay. How do I get out of here again? I guess they all want to walk through here in this area.
Don't shove.
Loxham, thanks for hanging out. And if you like, feel free to support or just talk in the chat. If you have any questions, hit me up. Obviously, we won that one, so I'm a little upset about that. Look at this guy. He's talking to my gal.
Henry of Scarlet. I'm just holding a discussion.
I've won every single duel, and then I just gotta kill that guy. I'm not gonna. All right, we'll be nice to him again.
I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome. I wouldn't want to come up against them in battle.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of facing them, though.
She's talking this much shit. You just saw me murder like 50 guys. She's playing with me.
Now look here, I was just being polite. I'd happily take on your men.
Do you fancy
I already redid it. I'm doing it.
We'll stuff your clothes with straw so you don't come to any harm and let you have a go against one of ours. Pullcock, come here. The first to bleed loses.
Look at that. He's bleeding. He's bleeding.
Well, you haven't shown yourself to be very...
What the F is that? Do it again. He's bleeding. Am I doing this wrong or something? I don't know. I beat him. Guess we'll do it again. I just kicked his ass. Hey, Mutt. Come here.
Here, Mutt.
I'll feed you. Oh, I'm actually a pretty high level, Subicon. Yeah, I don't know. I literally made him bleed twice. It is on hardcore, but like let me show you. I think I just have to kill him because I did honestly. I've killed like 3 guys in duels on accident. I'm actually pretty high level.
As my großvater said, what do you say?
Let's just go straight for it.
Leave him be.
Now look here.
Do you fancy?
Come, you Pullcock, the first.
See, I hit him like 2 times.
You can't stand up to this.
What am I doing wrong? Alright, we're going to go back again. Now I'm just upset. Oh, yeah. Con, I actually am a pretty high level. I've won almost every duel. And then this one, I keep on making him bleed, and then he hits me once, and then I lose. It triggers as losing it. I don't... Maybe it's a bleed effect? Yes, like you're saying. Maybe it's a bleed status that needs to get triggered. I don't know. And I have a long sword, and he has a short sword, so he's a little bit faster. But I don't know. And I was even trying to do the repose and blocking that time. And as you can tell on hardcore, you can't see the indicators. So, alright, we're just gonna shit talk him.
What did you say? Why don't you
Sure.
Come, Junge. Pull cock, the first.
Alright, maybe I had to talk shit to him. He hit me once. I hit him like 4 times already. Let's do it again. Versus showing a cut, maybe. I don't know, man. He's hit me once. It's not a stamina thing. Yeah, Loxon, you've seen... You saw me. I killed him, like... I hit him 2 times. In these duels, I was doing the fist fighting duel. The last one. In the Miller mission. And I beat the guy to death. So I was like trying not to beat him to death, but now, since they're talking some mad S, I guess we're just gonna go for it. I'll try a Master Strike. Yeah, let's take a look at our Master Strikes. Let's go to combos, longsword, left, right, left. We have a left. We have a right, left, right. The Michus. Up, up, down, sideways. Let's do our save here because I'm tired of running down that. I don't usually sit here and do his saves over and over again, but I'm tired of it now.
Hello. I'm just holding a
That's not how. In the end, what do you say?
Alright, I'll be polite.
Leave him.
She's talking shit to me.
Do you fancy yourself a knight?
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw. Pull cock, the first to bleed.
Okay.
It's a wonder you're still standing. Enough! I give up!
See? I just went into him hard that time. I guess we got it.
Excellent, Henry.
It was nothing.
Good.
We finally got it. Alright.
I hope my idiots learned a thing or two from you.
We got it.
Some kind of reward for that feat.
And what rewards would you have in mind?
We're trying to woo her too.
Our saddlebags, and I remembered I took a small memento from Trotsky.
Oh. What is it?
A hunting.
Henry was hoping for a little bit more, and so was I.
I was meaning to sell it, but it might serve you better.
My word. Thank you. I better go and find Zizka.
Ooh, we got a decorated field crossbow.
Next to the stables, there was some girl hanging.
Nice, nice.
Do you want to come with us to see Jobst?
Not really. I'll go and.
So, Con, your dueling thing.
We'll have to leave soon.
Your dueling game. I was very interested in that. My buddy, he's playing that. So, I was just surprised that you're playing that also. Let's talk to this guy. He'll tell us about the thing that we have to look at.
How's it going, Captain? Do you have any work for me?
Sehr interessant. I thought you were helping Zizka.
What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzel?
Was soll ich sagen? After our Lord paid ransom for us to the Scheißkerl Cherton, there is peace here. Fortunately.
If you're new to the channel, Subutai Khan, also, he has a stream where he runs a dueling game. It's 1800s dueling in Poland. You could talk about that, Khan, if you want.
Takes it as a personal offense, so go easy on him, hörst du?
What exactly do you mean by that?
Just ask him if there's anything new happening in his territory, and wait until he tells you himself. Oh, yeah. He really doted on that creature. Und das war alles. I don't have anything else.
All right, thank you. I'll ask around.
All right.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
Let's see if we... Oh, we can learn journeyman level. That's really good. Let's learn some heavy weapons.
I'd like to be more skillful with an axe.
Fine, but it'll take some time.
This guy's a journeyman level. So that it gives you specific amounts of experience to add to your experience pool in each level. So let's see if we can teach us more.
What are you interested?
Let's learn more swords.
I'd like to improve my sword play.
I'll tell you some interesting things.
I don't think it's a timed quest, but I'm trying to learn as much as I can.
Mind where you're going.
Come here. I just kicked you guys' ass, and now I want your knowledge.
Tell me how to fight better with a halberd.
Fine, but it'll take some time.
Hellish Quart. It's a okay, the game we play is called Hellish Quart. It's a fencing simulation fighting game with sabers, longswords, broadswords, axes, swords and shield, and a rapier. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it, and it was also like a peer-to-peer kind of sharing, right? So it's peer-to-peer, and you don't have to own the game, but someone else does. Is that what you said? But it's super cool. I really liked it. Okay, let's see here. So we're not covered in blood. We just beat that. Okay, and Khan says each of the characters draw from a historical European martial art. Like that a lot. We just got a perk point. Let's see, where is it? I think it's at warfare. Let's do blows to the head, cause less damage. One-man army. When you're outnumbered, you do more damage. Let's do knight in shining armor. So I wear armor a lot. Adds charisma. I think my charisma's maxed out though. I haven't played with the heavy weapons that much, so I'm mostly relying on the trainers to level up that right now. I was thinking about switching to some heavy weapons, but we don't know yet here. Let's do Bone Breaker. So maces and axes are like the anti-armor in this. And then pole arms. Let's do the militia. So we've leveled up quite a bit. I beat that guy. Mutt's happy. Come here. Praise you.
We were storming a wine cellar, you see.
I do see.
Good boy. Good boy.
Good boy, Mutt. Good boy.
Come here. You're my doggy, eh?
Heroes like to have a drink
Here,
now
Mutt.
and again. I've got loads of scars from real battles anyway. Like
He's a good dog.
the other arm. A groom.
Oh, we just leveled up our Houndsmaster. Let me show you guys this. So, Mutt also gets leveled up as we go along. And so does Pebbles, our horse. So Mutt's obedience, let's move this a little bit so you can see it. But Mutt's obedience is at 76, so his level is a little bit higher. All right, let's put this back. And then let's do this. Go into here. And it's a skill. Houndsmaster and Horsemanship are their own individual ones. So your dog and your bonding with the dogs help. And Khan says, as for heavy weapons, yeah, they're very good against armor. I like the longsword personally. I felt freer not using a shield, and the Master Strike helps you hit the gaps. I agree with that. Originally, I was playing Sword and Board in my first playthrough for 30 hours before they announced the hardcore, and I restarted this, and then I ended up doing the longsword. I really like the longsword.
You either had to run all the way to the bottom.
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
The same.
Not so great. I'm feeling pretty battered.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
Well, I took his eye in a duel.
You have your strength? A real man of iron.
I took his eye, though.
I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Katherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
Let's talk to these guys first.
What about that dry devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
He might. To be honest, that's the only reason for talking to him.
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
Should I really go and see Jobst on my own? He's a Margrave.
Let's see.
So what? You already know him better than I do. You met him in Ratai. I only know what I've heard about him.
Well, all right, but he sent for us both. How's it going to look?
A bit odd, I suppose. But you must understand, I'm doing this for our benefit. The less time I spend with a Margrave in one room, the better.
All right, then. I'll be going, then.
Alright, I gotta go do that now. Let's check the log, see if there's anything I'm missing. Khan says he agrees. He found the long sword a little more versatile. Personal preference on what you use. Pole arms are underwhelming. I haven't played the pole arms yet. I hear that the pole arms are pretty cool. And then he uses them with the dogs because his combat skill's too low. You know, it does just add up really quickly. Also, when you're playing on hardcore, you kind of try to avoid combat if you can help it, because little things like just everything's harder, and combat gets turned straight up. You can't navigate. I'm going to do like a little tutorial on how to like figure out where you're at and stuff. But there's all sorts of things going on in this. I mean, it's not horrible, but I'm 70 hours in, and usually I was watching someone play last night and he's like 15-20 hours into the game, and he was like already past this. But like, I'm 70 hours and I'm playing it like long form. So let's see here. This decorated crossbow is a lot better than the one that I got. It's 80 better than the one I got. So I'll put that in there. And we'll switch outfits and we'll put it on this one too. I've been wanting to upgrade that crossbow for a while, so I'm really happy that it happened. Oh, I see what it did. I was trying to do it here. I put it in the wrong slots. Don't you hate it when that happens? You just put it in the wrong slot. Okay. Let's put a belt on this guy. So they took out one of my presets here. So I gotta spend a little bit of time putting a preset outfit back together, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Alright. I guess before we start talking to this guy, I'll take like a 1 minute break, maybe 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. Please stay on chat. I appreciate you guys hanging out. And I'm going to leave you with my away messages.
Hey, Victor's using the bathroom right now, but this is past Victor, and you're vibing with past Victor. We're going to sit on my porch and watch the people down there do construction or something, and just drink coffee together for about 3 minutes. So hopefully, you know, current Victor will actually, you know, show up pretty quickly. But, you know, past Victor's pretty cool too. So thank you for vibing with past Victor. Just hanging out. Maybe the hummingbird will come by. I don't know. We're just waiting for that guy to come back from the bathroom or something. It's not that great of content, but thank you for vibing with him. He's kind of a new streamer, and we appreciate your support. And as usual, this is Vibing with Past Victor. And the stream will start again soon, but right now we're just hanging out. It's a little cold outside, but hopefully he comes back soon, because I'm stuck in a perilous, you know, spot where time has stopped and everything, but I really appreciate you. I think I hear the echoes of the Langerones, or whatever they're called. I don't know. But, you know, hopefully he's done with the bathroom break. You should get a bathroom break, too. And in fact, we should all sit here and touch a little grass, because it's good for us. And you should drink some water, and not just coffee randomly every day, because then you'll sleep weird. But, you know, this is unsolicited advice from past Victor, because current Victor reigns.
Alright, if you're liking this kind of content, I appreciate you hanging out. Please give me a like, or follow me, or subscribe if you like also. Just following up on a couple of text messages real quick. And then we're going to get back into this. So, let me see here. All right, let's get going. I guess we'll do a little bit longer today. But again, this is Vibing with Victor, and we're working through the Sword and Quill mission. Let me shut this door. All right, and let's just go for it. So thanks. I guess I need to talk to the guy in here. Where is he? Am I presentable at least? Oh, it says he's above me. Alright. Where's the stairs? There it is. That wasn't confusing.
Henry. Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
Oh, man. I gotta tell him everything.
I beg your pardon, Margrave, but I have the feeling you already know everything.
Really? I have the opposite feeling. These days, I seem to be completely in the dark. John of Liechtenstein, my court spy, I suppose you could say, has mysteriously fallen silent. But there's one thing, you're right.
We're there right now.
I have a fair idea about what you got up to at Trotsky. Now, let's get to a more important question. I heard you ended up in von Bergov's dungeon. And judging by the state you were in when you arrived, I expect they didn't treat you too well. You didn't reveal anything important there by any chance?
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that, and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
Well, I mainly told them things I was pretty sure von Bergov already knew. Like that Rizzing is a supporter of Wenceslas, that you and I met in Ratai.
And was he satisfied with that?
Well, I don't think he expected anything more from a simple servant of Lord Capon.
That's true. I must say, Henry...
Ooh, we passed.
Pleasantly surprised.
Nice.
You can keep a cool head as the world around you burns. You'll make it far. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
I can't abandon Sir Hans.
What? Go home? I can't. I have to rescue Sir Hans. I made a promise I'd protect him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Bergov has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
All right.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon.
That's right, Locum. We have to save Hans, even though he's a horrible friend.
You were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother.
It would be futile trying to explain to you...
Hans and I are frenemies right now.
Luxembourg's dynastic politics.
It's just a dirty situationship.
That was what was called
He only wants me when he wants me.
in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country. And of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
We have to take care of him.
I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences.
That's a threat.
I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
Alright, so Yops is kind of on our side, it looks like. And again, I don't know a lot of this because I didn't play the first game, so I'm trying to figure it out as we go.
I get the feeling Yops didn't make a great
But I want to say thank you for joining.
And Henry's going with us.
And we're figuring it out.
Wait, you'll help me find
because the
paper?
gang's
Sure.
all here.
Need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in this godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go, guys. Alright, looks like it's a boys' trip. No Catherine this time. Alright, here we go.
Stay close. The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me, even like this, unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
Well, so all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumor mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favored meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start.
Hmm.
And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. Of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Hinek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in
Yep,
mind?
Loxon, I haven't played the first game. We're going to play it after this one, I think.
The same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry, it's going to take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
You know what?
So, and when he's free, then we can step on Sigismund's toes. I'm sure Lord Capon will be happy to help.
In that case, he'd be better off staying in captivity. So, what do you say? Should we speed up?
You know what? Let's admire the views.
Quiet. The surroundings are pretty.
And we get to hang out.
At least we won't be so conspicuous.
If you say so.
So there's no fast travel unless you hit certain story points when you're playing on hardcore. And as you can tell, looking at my display, there's no HUD. There's no heads-up display showing any kind of health or anything. You could see the icon A in the compass, but you can't see direction. And all of your waypoints will not show up unless you're like right on top of them. So the hardest part in hardcore is actually navigating. But I'll show you guys how to do that in a little bit. But the hardcore, if you never thought about doing the hardcore, I definitely recommend it. And I'm doing a hardcore playthrough on this, and then when we're done with that, then we'll probably move on to hardcore with KCD1. Let's take a look at the map. So again, like I said, we don't have an icon of where we're at, but we know that Ziska is the A, so he's right here. So we know we're right there because we're with him right now, and we're running down to, it looks like Mishkovitz, and we haven't picked up any of these points of interest, so we'll get there eventually. And then it looks like there's another, there's a ton of quests, it looks like, in this area, and we just got to this area. So we finished almost every side content that we could do in the first area in Trotsky region, but again, we'll eventually get back there. We were a little stuck on the combat training because it's so hard to get past the master strikes without the indicator. And as you saw me with the combat earlier, there's no indicator showing you how you're holding your sword. You actually have to go off of your hand positions, so it's a little bit different. But it's fun, and you definitely earn everything in this game, so I definitely recommend it to anyone. And just like you, I'm a firm believer in the game.
Speed up. We won't get there before dark like this.
What's the matter? Don't you want to enjoy the scenery?
Yeah, you know what?
Right. Why hurry? There's plenty of time.
It is a nice area. We have lots to do. You can also hit this button here, just hold it down and you'll follow the path and you don't have to do anything. But I didn't want to follow the path because we'll go a little bit faster than Zizka. And then also we can just hit Alt and follow, and then we follow at his speed. I don't do it a ton because I like to be a little more in control. Guess we gotta go in there. But we're about 70 hours into this playthrough right now. And I do have to say it is definitely worth the $80 for the gold edition that I bought this for. It's been something. I started streaming it randomly because my friend asked me to show him the hardcore. And since then, just everything's it's just so much fun. So we almost ran those people over because we're on follow right now, just so you know. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I'd say this is one of the best games I've ever played. Definitely top 3. Maybe this is definitely top 3. And it's a different experience. You have to earn everything in this. And I was about 2 weeks ago, I actually had a crazy little thing that happened, but the studio that made it, Warhorse, actually came into my stream. And I'm just a small streamer in Seattle, and I was just blown away by that. I didn't blow up or anything, but it's the little stuff like that that just make it so worth it. Because I never thought I'd be sitting there and talking to the people that built the game. That's amazing. The guy who was hanging out with us that day, he was he's probably some intern or something like that, but he told me that they did that. He did the live action capture for like some of the NPCs and stuff, and like so we went and we found the NPC that he did the live action capture for. So I thought it was pretty fun. But let's see, where are we at? And I do a lot of content, so if you have questions or you want to follow me, I appreciate you hanging out. And we're just vibing. So I do content in the Seattle area. I do some long form, and then I did a long form sit down yesterday for a little over an hour, and I have it posted on my channel with another guy who streams the same game. And we talked about the game, we talked about our streaming journey, because we have about roughly the same amount of subscribers, and it's really cool to see the community that's in. So, but yeah, we're just following Zizka out to the area. It's not bad. It's enjoyable. This whole area is so much bigger than I thought it'd be. We spent 70 hours in Troshki now, so it's like there's just so much to do now. Oh shit. Where are you going, dude? I guess we're going to the Devil's Den. I don't know what that is. Maybe I should have taken that option to fast travel. Where the heck is this guy taking me? Alright. I guess we're trying to go up here. It makes sense. But this is fun. Locks in, if you gotta go, that's great. Appreciate it. Gladly watch me again. Yeah, man. You know, give me a subscribe. Thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate it, dude. I'll be, I'm looking at my streaming schedule over here. I have it on the wall. I'm trying to figure it out. I think I'm going to be streaming tomorrow again. Probably about 2 o'clock Seattle time. And then I'm going to be streaming again on Saturday and Sunday. I'm trying to do them in 4-day spurts. So thanks for coming. I appreciate your support. Definitely give me a like and just hang out. All right, let's get off the horse.
Keep your hand on your hilt, Henry. Around here, you never know what might happen.
But it was a pleasure talking to you. And thank you. Oh man, if I get a fist fight, people, I'm really good at fist fighting.
I warned you, you had it coming, you drunk.
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a crossing for an alternative, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go.
Zizka?
What a smile.
You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
Just stab that guy in the belly. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. Oh boy, here I go killing again.
You're no match for us, fucker! Do I have to pull you out of trouble again?
Here I go killing again.
It's good to see you too, Shishka. What happened to...
Who's this guy?
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry. Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hi, lad.
Kubienka.
And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Interesting.
Nice. Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs.
Nice.
We're looking for the
I like
devil.
this little sleazy place. I love it.
When I said we have a lot to talk about, now is the time. This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my guests and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
All right then. What did I do to deserve you? Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman.
I like that.
and a
That's
generous
fun.
one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Chishka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
What a sleazy little place. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Is it just you and the devil here? Where's the rest?
That's the problem.
What problem?
Well, I'm alone here.
Who's this devil fella of yours, anyway?
He's an angry, dangerous murderer. Someone you want on your side, but never against you.
And a treacherous old fox, too. One time, he was besieging a castle, and when they refused to surrender, he dressed up as a begging hat. They let him in, and he slit their throats in their sleep.
Wow.
I still regret not being there to see that.
I was there. In fact, he kidnapped that hag's grandsons and told her he'd cripple them unless she let him in the castle. She opened the gate for him at night, and you know the rest.
Ha! Well, I could better the way Devil tells it.
Alright, let's see. Where are the others?
I'd like... Oh, there too. When the Devil was captured, they scattered.
So apparently this is... I just looked this up. This is Speak of the Devil, so we just started that quest.
What? The devil's been captured, and that's how you tell me the news?
Alright. Who captured the devil?
Who captured him? How should I know? Some armed bastards.
Shit, Kubienka, you must know who came after you and why.
Well, he botched this job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3-1. Before we could react, they knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. Ada and I tried to help him, but we just couldn't. Fuck. It pisses me off that we had to leave him there. But we would have been captured.
All right, where is he being held?
Keeping him?
Why? The town guard took him. So he's probably in the town jail?
Fuck. No way we're getting him out of there.
My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten him away from those fuckers a long time ago. Not even a mouse can get him there. We can't pull off something like that.
How long has it been since he was captured?
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened. So, maybe a week, maybe even a month. More like a month.
A month? They haven't hanged him yet.
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him dead. But they won't give him the news or the axe. They want to send his soul to the Lord in a much worse way. The devil is a proper bastard, but not even he deserves that.
What are they planning to do with him?
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared robber baron in Bohemia. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want to relish his death. They'll take him to their camp outside of town for that.
Who told you that?
When someone owes you a dice wager, they'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg can't wait to see him gone.
If they're going to move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait for them and free the devil.
He will be watched by a dozen armed guards. We're only 3, so unless you have 10 men up your sleeve...
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. Other than that, it makes sense. I don't think we'll have another shot.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here, but I got thirsty. You know the rest.
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone around here. Everybody will listen if we mention coin. Can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well, how about some hand cannons?
Have you got some?
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some in our old camp. It isn't far.
Maybe.
Maybe. Surely. If I can remember where we hit them. And as luck would have it, they're not far from the road they used to transport the devil.
What place is that?
This narrow gully with a nice curve that backs for something nasty to happen in it. West of here. You can't miss it.
Looks like there's still some sense left in your noggin despite the booze.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kubianka to get the hand cannons. He may be... surely hid somewhere.
Great! At least I won't have to carry them myself.
Don't dilly-dally. And when you have them, meet me at the ambush spot. Keep an eye on him. And don't let him talk your ear off.
But I want to just walk around and do stuff. Ugh. I gotta hang out with this guy. I do like him. He's the interesting little side character they got. Let's eat something. And you guys know the rule. We have to feed.
If I understand correctly, you're not afraid of any dirty work.
We have to feed Mutt too because we just ate.
If we're gonna get our hands dirty, we want to be paid for it.
All right, before we go to the next area, I'm gonna see if I can talk to this guy. Buy some meat for. Buy something for our loyal companion here. We'll buy some cooked beef, I guess. Yeah, let's buy some cooked beef. Let's see what else he has. Ooh, he's got a book. Nice. I need more books. What's he got? Can I sell him? You know what? I'm gonna try to buy some stuff, and then we'll try to sell something to him too. All right, let's sell him some of this trash I've been carrying around. Anyways, it's a really fun game. I enjoy this a lot. There's a lot going on that you gotta do. Let's see here. Let's see. But I appreciate you all hanging out with me today. Been having a pretty fun run so far, and we're going to have more fun because we're going to be hanging out with this guy Kobayasha, and he's a drunk idiot, and I love that about him. Let's see if we could sell this stuff. I've been carrying around like a ton of stuff since we robbed everything in Truscoffe Castle before we left. So I'm just trying to like sell as much as I can. I hope this isn't on a time limit because I think we'll be fine.
I'd like to discuss the... Well, I suppose...
Here's the best tip I could give you right now. Pay him a little bit more.
And something for your trouble.
Well, well, thank you.
Because it really increases your...
He can see in the dark.
Well, let's see here. Is this on a time limit? Or can I at least like explore a little bit? Looks like I can explore. All right.
He can hardly see it all. But put some speed.
Let's save the game. And then we'll do a little bit of exploring just in case it tells us we haven't we like lost it or something. Come here.
Oh, come here. Come here, boy.
All right, we gotta feed
Here,
Mutt
Mutt.
because we ate, so he eats. All right, got that. I guess this guy. Oh, he's not giving it to us yet.
Come on, lad. Mount up. We have to hurry.
Where's Pebbles? There she is.
Get on your hop.
Oh, I wanted to hang out.
How did you meet Shishka anyway?
We tried to capture him, but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Shishka. But that is how friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail, while the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
You have a wife? Where is she now?
Where could she be? Maybe rotting in the jail. I left her there on our wedding night.
Well, that's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to hang. Do not frown. It does not suit you.
I'm not frowning. That's just how my face is.
I just look this way, man.
Especially to your family. If my wife gave birth to something like that, I wouldn't know whether to fetch a priest or a shovel.
You don't know shit about my family, so keep your mouth shut. Or you'll see.
I've seen things you wouldn't believe.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're stirring shit again.
Oh, well, I cannot help myself. Life's to be lived, and the body's to go to the grave properly fucked up. So I take it easy. As they say in Latin, cop a demon.
So you're a mercenary, cutthroat, swindler, drunk, and on top of that, a philosopher?
I'm a man of many... You know what.
A man of many debts and drinks?
Oh, come on, you do not even know me. We will get to know each other once we have a drink together. Speaking of which... Would you have a drop on you?
No.
Fuck. I never ride out without some supplies. I don't know if I can stand it.
A few more stupid jokes and I'll plug your gob. But it won't be with booze.
Nice,
You are
nice.
very lucky to be with Shishka, that you saved me.
I'm starting to regret it.
That's why I like you. We will have so much fun together. I feel it in my bones. But we better pick up our pace. I need to piss.
Yeah, so we just ran into this random guy, got in a bar fight, he stabbed someone, and yeah, here we are. So now we're looking for hidden weapons with him, so obviously he's our new best friend, right? Just like me, vibing with Victor, I'm your new best friend. So thanks for hanging. Alright, where the hell are we? Okay, so we just got into the Kupenberg area like an hour or two ago. I have no idea. Okay, we're all the way the hell up here. Okay, so we're way the hell up here. We were over here. I'm just trying to keep track of where we're at. Because we're playing on hardcore, so there's no waypoints or anything like that that'll show up. No cardinal directions. So when it gets dark, it's just so hard to navigate. My first stream, I had to punch wolves in the dark because I was wearing the wrong gear, and I got like lost, and it was like 5 hours of me trying to like figure out where I was in the woods, and it was horrible. So hopefully there's better content today. Okay, and we are on... What's the name of this one? Speak of the Devil is what we're on right now. Okay.
What a relief.
What are you looking at? What are you phone?
Show me.
Oh, nice.
The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary, and she conceived of the Holy Spirit. Hail Mary. Mary said, Behold the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh, and dwelt among us. Hail Mary. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made
I think
worthy of the
Mutt
promises of
indicated
Christ.
that there's something with this shrine.
Pour forth, we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts, that we, to whom the incarnation of Christ thy Son was made known by the message of an angel, may by his passion and cross be brought to the glory of his resurrection, through the same Christ our Lord. Amen.
So it looks like a lot, but now we got a saving throw that we can do now. Good boy. Alright, so we already prayed.
I should stay with Kubyanka.
Where the hell is that man? Now I got lost. Alright, so he's up here. Here's the road. There's a stream. There's the shrine. Now I got turned backwards. Okay, so he was right here.
No time to wander around.
Oh, shit. Now I got lost. Okay, so...
We've got work to do.
Should be... He should be over here. There's the stream. Shit, now I'm lost. Okay, the roads come together like this. Where's he at?
I should stay with Kubyanka.
I'm going the wrong way. Okay.
If I leave now, the whole plan could go to shit.
Where the hell is he? Did I go the wrong direction? I think I did.
No time to wander around. We've got work to do.
What is this? Oh shit, those were the guns. I would just
now, the whole plan could go to shit.
Now I just gotta find him. Oh, there he is. I already found him, dude. I found the guns. Dude, I already found him.
I found them. I've got the hand cannons.
You found them by yourself? We might as well ride off then, eh? Are you riding with me, or do you want to go ahead?
We'll ride together. But no more delays.
Well, that was like, that was nice. That was lucky. I guess I didn't get a look at anything here in the camp. It's not much of a camp. There's just, it's just dirt. Well, that was lucky. Okay, so yeah, the guns are just a little off the path. In a unmarked grave. And I just happened to be standing on top of them, so you're like, so you park the horses and you stand right here and you can see the little crossroads and the horses. So they are right there, about 15 feet in, maybe 20 feet in. So that's cool. That was easy, I guess. What the hell? What happened to my saddle? I sell my saddle? Oh my god, I sold my saddle. Ugh, that just means we gotta get another one. It unequipped everything that was on Pebbles. So I thought it was an extra saddle that I had. So I just sold a really good saddle to that guy. So I'm gonna have to get it back.
I think I've heard that one before. How did Zizka put it? The best shot north of the Alps, and also the best singer north of Sasau. Nightingales have nothing on you.
Women, my friend, is a venomous creature. Best kick her out, cause her back's her best feature.
Let's see.
And you want no other. Forget that damn troll up and drink your wine, brother.
That rhymes in English. I think it's been rewritten.
Women, my friend, is a venomous creature. Best kick her out, cause her back's her best feature. She'll break your heart and you'll want no other. Forget that damn troll up and drink your wine, brother.
I guess he's just gonna sing that one over and over again, so I'm sorry, guys. We're almost there. Ah, there we go, a new one.
The wine kegs. Fuck all the rest today. I'm with my...
We have the hand cannons.
How did it go? Any trouble?
Nope.
The next time you want to send me looking for something with Kubyanka, just kill me. You'll save me a lot of suffering.
Did we find those cannon? We did. So stop whining.
When you spend more time with Kubienka, you'll realize he's not doing it on purpose. He's just a...
Hey!
What's the plan?
We wait. We'll position ourselves on the flanks, and when they pass, we'll attack.
Why are the wagons standing there? I was hoping we would block the road with a tree or something.
Look what I managed to find. The true march of the maimed. If they had to cut down a tree, they'd chop off their own limbs. We at least took a wheel off. It looks less suspicious, and the convoy will have to stop anyway.
Oi, fuck, but...
But what?
I would put it a little further back, so they will not see it until they are right next to it.
Ah, look who's thinking. And what then?
Then we rise with the hand cannons and blast the bastards to smithereens.
Nice.
From above.
What a load of rubbish.
What rubbish? It is like a battlement, but on a wagon. You get it, right? Haha.
Shut up. We'll do it my way.
Make up your minds. It's hard to say how much time we have.
So, Kubienka, take half of the men and go over there. The rest will stand on the other side.
Where will I go?
You'll stay here with me.
And then what?
We'll wait for them to arrive. And then...
Oh shit, we're going for it.
Are we there yet?
No, how many fucking times have I told you? Are you deaf? Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Hold me up in irons. You can't even show me a grain of human decency.
Paul! What the fuck?
Damn. There's more of them than I was expecting.
We can't back out now. Let's blast at them and seize the advantage.
Oi! You two! Get that wreck off the road.
Not to worry, Honorable Sir. We're working on it. To the task!
Oh! We didn't hit shit. She shot the horse.
Damn it!
That was just a warning shot. Surrender, or the next one will go straight through your guts.
Oh man.
Next time, will you hit the mark?
I'd rather settle it without bloodshed.
That's easy. Surrender and no.
This game, man. I love this game. You didn't expect that at all.
The only one surrendering.
Right, Khan, that was good. That was good. That was totally unexpected. I try not to read ahead a ton, so that was a surprise.
Just kill him.
Halt! Not another step, or...
Oh, are you gonna shoot at this sky again?
All right.
We are here by the order of the Lords of Lipa. Release Sir Hinek, and you won't be harmed.
What's the dry devil to the Lords of Labour? They have no people around here. No authority.
They follow the instructions of Royal Hetman Rizzing Katherine.
If the Hetman wants the dry devil, he should talk to my lord. I'm not releasing him without a direct order.
Do you oppose the will of the Royal Hetman?
I don't see any Hetman here. Move out of our way, or taste our steel.
Give us Hinek of Kunstad. I won't say it again.
Fuck off! Men, have at them!
Okay, apparently that didn't work, but whatever. Okay. That was just fucking funny. I love it.
Get ready!
You never saw that coming.
Slice it up!
Nice slice. What? You'll pay for that. Get your eyes.
God, man. They are fucking me up.
We're gonna gut you, you whore.
Alright, let's run over here. Ah! Alright, we'll try that again. I was like locked on the one guy, and there's like so many of them that they just flanked me and got me from the side. So, but I was trying to talk my way out of that, but I guess I didn't pull it off.
You want to try? I'll sort you out nicely. Hey, he's got you. The next one will finish you. No chance.
This is how we fight in Tronsnov.
Got him. Alright. So it's all about stamina, just like in the other one. I'm just gonna take all this shit just in case.
Alright, we're done here. We've got to get the devil out of here somehow. So put the wheel back on and get the horse.
Nice. Alright, let's do some looting. Let's see here. Let's take the expensive stuff. It's basically all the armor. And the weapons. Some of the weapons, not all of them. We'll put them on. I used the gun. Oh, okay. We got a comment here from... Use the gun on the armor guy to take him out early since he had the better equipment than me. Yeah, I actually have some pretty good equipment, but the guy, it's not the guy in the armor necessarily. It's the people that flank you, and they flank you more on hardcore. They actually had a. It's one of the things that they did when they were working on it. So.
Where did you come from? I don't remember anyone like you earlier.
Okay.
I hope it's nothing to do with me.
This guy's just rambling over here. I'm just trying to take the good stuff before we leave. This is what we call an opportunity.
Alright. That's pretty mean. I hope it's nothing to do with
The guy has nothing. It's a lot of armor. Whole lot of armor. Okay, let's see here. That's no good. More stuff to sell. Okay, we're over encumbered. Okay, let's do. All right, let's put all that armor on our horse so we don't have to carry it. Let's drop that. I don't like carrying the Gamblesons because they're so heavy. Yeah, everything's slightly worse than mine. But I'm going to take the opportunity to sell this stuff later. Because never let a good crisis go to waste, you know? So, take some stuff off this guy too. He had a weapon. Where is it? It's actually pretty decent. All right.
We should get out of here.
All right, let's go.
The sooner we're gone, the better.
All right, so that was easy.
Welcome back, Hinnick.
So we got
those bastards in Sigismund's camp.
the devil.
You saved my arse, fellas. Although I have a second hole in it now because of you. Ouch!
That was an accident. I couldn't hit you that well, even if I wanted to.
That would be a shame. We'd be hard.
Oh, welcome, Ophomancer. Appreciate you.
Spare me the flattery. It's enough you thought.
We've been working through the new Kutenberg area. We are on Speak of the Devil. We just finished the sword and the quill earlier, so appreciate you hanging out with
I
me.
knew there was a reason you rescued me. What's your plan?
All right.
We need to find John of Liechtenstein and finally rescue Lord Capon.
Who the fuck are they?
You'll learn that soon enough. We have more important things to attend to. First things first, Henry.
Who the fuck are those guys? I love that answer. It's great.
What about your people?
Hideout. Our old camp was a shithole.
Don't insult our home from home.
Shush! We can stay here.
Here? For all to see?
This here hole is far from town, and has such a bad reputation that decent people are afraid to come here. As long as you're paying, old Treadlight will serve you wholeheartedly. This place has everything we need, and people who come here can be recruited for some dirty...
And there are no fleas in the beds.
Furthermore, it's
Nice.
called the Devil's Den, and I like that.
All right, have it your way.
Okay.
Henry, go to the innkeeper and arrange our stay here. But back to the point, Devil. What about your people?
My people? Kubianka isn't enough for you.
No, he isn't.
That's too bad. Well, they fucked off somewhere. They didn't send any messages to my jail cell.
We'll have to do something about that. But first, you should go and see Catherine. See if she.
Oh, he has his bandage off.
If she's all right.
He has his bandage off.
She said she'd try to find work at the Hangman's Halter Tavern.
You're not coming with me?
Does that bother you? But you're not afraid of her, are you?
No, I'm trying to seduce
Someone
her.
might recognize me. If they saw us together.
All right. What will you be doing?
I don't know about these two, but I'll be having a rest. I'm not going to...
Man, it looks like we've opened up the area now, so we get to hang out
We don't
and
have
do
time
stuff.
for that. We need more people. The three of us could just about make an infamous cabbage-stealing band. The best thing would be to recruit from your old comrades.
Forget it. It hurts like you shot off one of my arse cheeks. I can barely stand.
At least tell me what happened to your infamous Devil's Pack. Where can we find them?
Yeah, I'd like to know that too. Where are they, Kubianka? Why didn't you lot free me from jail?
You gather a band of criminals and then you are surprised they cannot be trusted?
So, nobody's left?
Some might return now that the devil is back.
Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows somewhere.
How will you find them? They could be anywhere.
We'll have to search for them. Will you help us, Henry?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Will you at least tell me where to start?
I'd love to. I don't even know who survived that.
I love it.
Not many of us are left. Janos and Adder were the first to run. I reckon they are gorging themselves somewhere. If they have any coin.
What about Bohuta and his brother? They've always been reliable.
Slavik died, Bohuta took it badly. He's not coming back.
Fuck. Henry may be able to convince him.
I doubt it, but he can try.
Do we have anyone else?
Well, there's Matthew and Roniak. But who
Interesting.
knows where they ended up?
And that's all.
We could also try those rebellious farmers who are fighting against Sigismund around here.
All right, we're gonna have to get the band back together.
In that case, there is no one else left.
All right, the devil's packed. We're getting the band back together.
Where should we look for them? I don't even know where to start.
I think I could help you with some of them. Come and see me when you want to get started.
Liechtenstein can...
Great. But be careful. I didn't recruit them for their pretty eyes. They're probably not going to be very friendly after what happened, so be nice to them.
I'll bear that in mind.
All right.
All right, go ahead. But don't forget, Catherine's waiting for you in Kuttenberg.
All right, so let's try to do this.
Why do they call you the Dry Devil, anyway?
Why do they call you fuckhead?
But they don't.
Alright, I'm only joking. I don't even know how I got the nickname. I suppose it could have something to do with all the killing.
Oh man, I didn't expect that at all. That's great.
Certainly Katya and his grace Sir Hinnick the First of Kunststadt and the Eichspitz. That name wouldn't scare a fucking coward. Could say it Dry Devil, and everybody just shits themselves.
How are your injuries healing?
Well, I didn't really need a second arsehole, so hopefully it was the last one I ever get. I can't really sit, stand, or lie down. Not to mention ride a horse.
It was just terrible luck that we hit you.
Yeah, I was feeling bitter for a while. But then I thought, you could have ripped my head or my leg off. So I still got off easy. And between us, I think it's still better to die of a shot to the arse than of old age or some disease.
How do you know Kubienka?
He saved my arse back at Neuhaus. We only made it out thanks to him. I thought we were fucked. But then Kubienka appeared, dragging a ladder, asking how much we would pay for it.
What did he get for it?
The first thing he got was a good fucking beating, because we thought he'd been dead for 2 days. But after we escaped, we made sure he didn't have to pay for drinks for a long time.
How long have you known Zizka?
It's been a while. He served with me during the Moravian-Margrave Wars.
So you were his commander, sir?
That's water under the bridge now.
Nice.
Just an old wanted robber baron whose neck you and Zizka just saved. I don't give a shit about the sirs anymore, you see?
Ah, all right then. What can you tell me about Zizka?
Well, based on what you two have been through, I'd say you should know him pretty well by now. When everything is fucked, people around you are dying and you're fighting for your very life, only then can you really learn what a person is like.
Okay, let's talk to you, fuckhead.
You said you were going to tell me more about the Devil's former...
You really do not waste time, do you? Anyway, only a few fellas out of the whole glorious pack survived the shitstorm, and it's not certain they are
Just
still
at least
alive.
give me a clue. I don't want to get started yet. I want to be able to, like, repair my armor and sell all the armor I might have stolen and, like, murder some guy's horse and shit like that. Alright.
Well, Bohuta, he was always in trouble. Angry as a dog and covered in bruises. He and his brother could drink all the beer in the inn. Just the two of them. Then they would make a terrible ruckus.
It sounds like you three would get along well. But you said his brother was dead.
Yes, he died right before Bohuta's eyes. Not pretty. Bohuta has been acting weird ever since. He dropped everything overnight and turned to prayer. As if he was scared of being next in line.
Interesting.
Where can I find Bohuta?
At the rectory in Grunts. He helps out with the church.
Did you ever see him again after they caught the Devil?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But there was no reasoning with him.
You think it'll be different now?
Look, I don't know. Maybe when he hears the devil's back, he will come to his senses. But I doubt it.
I'll go over there and try to talk him into it. There's no harm in trying.
But be careful. Bahuta was never far from giving someone a beating. Maybe he's still got that in him. It was Slavic who kept him from ending the gallows because of a fight. Oh, but he's already with the Lord.
Now tell me something about this Matthew.
The name may be pretty.
All right, let's
but
see
he's
here.
as ugly as sin. You better not stare at him too much. It is not good for your stomach. He's also a damn willy bastard. People say he likes to rob on trade routes, telling his victims he's collecting tax for the king.
And where do I find him?
I hear there's someone robbing merchants on the roads near Miskul.
Oh man, we gotta go hunt down these people.
It's practically happening in his yard.
All right.
If he's so crooked, why did you take him into your band in the first place?
Nasty characters are more suited to our line of work. It is much harder to convince good people to do bad things.
I'm not afraid of dirty work. Sometimes there's just no other option.
Here, here. If it bothers you, there's no place for you with the devil.
All right. We already did all that.
What about the rest of the band? You mentioned more than one person.
Of course. That leaves Janos, Ada and Raniek. I don't know where they are, but I can tell you about them.
Who is this Adder? What kind of nickname is that, anyway?
Wild. There's so much dialogue. Sorry, guys.
Because he can't keep his snake in his breeches. He's Polish. He does not speak our tongue, so only Janos can speak to him, really. But otherwise, he's a fucking hilarious. And when shit gets tough, he can really handle it.
Do you know where he could be?
I have no idea. But if you find Janos, Ada will be nearby. The two of them are practically inseparable.
How am I supposed to communicate with Adder? I don't speak a word of Polish.
Yes, you do. We all say kurwa. You must use your hands and feet for the rest. I always manage, and so will you.
They talk like this. All right, so we're trying to get the band back together.
What about this Raniek?
Raniek has a great aim. Slightly better than me, even. Oh, and that bow of his, I tell ya, is a masterpiece. That is how you will know it is him.
How did he get that bow?
How do you think? He won it playing dice. But that was the first and last time he ever won anything. If anyone is really unlucky, it is him. But he would not stop if you were to cut off his hands.
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
Oh man, so much dialogue.
Try asking around at it.
I just want to like run around and sell stuff and
Possible he lost his souls in
get into fights. All right, let's go.
Did you ever see him again after the devil was captured?
Oh, just once. He wanted me to lend him money. He did not have any to bet with. But I was skinned and looking for a way to get the devil out of jail. Either way, I told him to fuck off, and he listened to me.
All right. Let's move on to this guy. I think I talked about that guy.
Tell me about this Janos.
Janos? He's from Hungary. He speaks like a Tatar, but at least you can understand him a little, unlike Ada.
And how did he get here? Did he defect from Sigismund?
All right.
Not at all. He did something back home, had the gallows waiting for him, so he fled to Moravia. He was having the time of his life until recently. Wine, women, and song. But now he has problems because people take him for a human. But if you knew how he can cook, give him a dead rat and half a carrot, and he will cook you a 3-course dinner.
How can I recognize this Janos?
Like I said, he looks a bit like a human.
Huh.
He speaks almost like we do, but in a queer way, where you talk to him. You will definitely notice it.
I'm already liking this Janos. I think we'll get along well.
Janos. Why?
I like girls. I like looking at them. And if they want, I have a little fun with them.
Oh, then you can shake hands with Ada. He would get himself killed just to get us.
Alright, I already did all those options. That was a lot of dialogue for this guy.
I'll go and look for them.
They may sound like a bunch of morons as I tell it, but they will be damn useful to us. Good luck.
Alright.
What will you do now?
We'll give it some thought and see.
I guess I'm sitting down for this conversation.
From Liechtenstein.
I thought he lost his eye.
Who is this Kubyanka, anyway? How long have you known each other?
We were defending a castle and hiding in the woods together. He was always closer with the devil.
Can he be trusted?
I guess his eye came back.
Sober, that is. When he gets drunk, it's better to keep an eye on him. He's known to provoke until fists start flying. Did you see what happened when we first arrived?
You mean how they wanted to cut his throat for cheating at dice?
Aye. It's best not to play with him. You'd be better off tossing your coins straight into a pile of shit.
What should I know about the devil?
Just look at him, and you'll know
I love
everything. His face reveals it all.
I heard he's a nobleman.
He's the captain of Znojmo, but it's true that he doesn't care much for noble manners. He has a foul mouth, and he's anything but chivalrous in a fight.
I suppose he's not a pure, kind soul like you, eh?
Certainly not. He's as twisted as a hangman's noose. He can also be bitter and angry as a rabid dog.
I like how they're just talking about this right around each other. It's great.
What draws you to him, then?
We're both different. When things go to shit, he takes over. It often turns bloody, but sometimes victory is more...
Oh man, I lost all my viewers because I'm sitting here just doing all the dialogues. I'm sorry, guys.
City needs to be careful in any case, but when you're stalking Liechtenstein, that can be really dangerous.
No one forced Katherine. She knows what she's doing, and she can take care of herself. Remember how she dealt with the guards at Trotsky? She's braver and more dangerous than half my old band.
Aye, but what if someone tries to...
Katherine sharpens her dagger every day. It's always razor sharp. Whoever tries will regret it sorely.
Okay. Thank God. All those guys are done talking to me. Can I please buy my saddle back from you?
Seems that way. Do you have a room for us?
But of course. We have 2 free rooms just upstairs. I'll have them cleaned up.
Don't even bother cleaning them, innkeeper.
Treadlight. The name's Treadlight.
What's new around here, innkeeper?
There's talk that young Bruttons form a fight club in
Oh
Russia.
man, nice. Now we finally get to go do stuff.
There's a haunting an old Kutner. There was a great tragedy one time in the mine near there. It's abandoned now. The ground collapsed, and a pit to hell opened up there. And then Smolka came by. She's the one who runs the bathhouse across the street. She said a fella came in, all restless and fidgety, saying he wanted a girl. That he wanted to take her somewhere else, and Smolka wouldn't have it. But when he offered to pay double, she agreed. You know how it is. These days, every groschen counts.
Was he a fucking pig?
If only that.
So what did he do?
The girl came running in all beaten up. Smolka couldn't get her to talk about what happened, but it wasn't pretty. I went to see her. The girl was all blue with bruises, her knees blooded. Not a pretty sight.
Who was this fella?
The way
I kind of want to fuck him up.
described him to me. He must have come with Sigismund's army. Probably a deserter. I've seen a few of those around here.
Have you any idea where I could find him?
Rumour has it he's been sleeping in a shepherd's abandoned dugout, just outside the forest nearby.
Alright, I'll go find him.
I'll take care of him.
I'm glad to hear it. And don't spare him. A lot of scum is coming here, but enough is enough. When you're done with him, go to see Smolka at the bathhouse. She'll be glad to have one less thing to worry about. And that's about it.
Sounds interesting.
Thanks so much stuff. He just dropped all this stuff on me. Alright, let's see. He has my saddle. and he's going to overcharge me for it. So thank God I have all this shit to sell him. Oh, he's a fence. Everything I'm selling him is not a good rate. This is a horrible rate, but whatever. I get my saddle back at least. All right. Sell them all these books. I don't need these books anymore. All right.
Worried about the price.
Very well.
All right. Let's actually try to get a better deal on this.
You see? Pleasure doing business with you.
Okay, and then we're going to take all the stuff off my horse and try to sell it to him again. So much armor.
Take care, Henry.
Okay. Gotta equip my saddle because it unequipped everything when I moved into this area. So I accidentally sold the saddle to him. And that hurts my capacity. My carrying capacity, obviously. Alright, let's try to sell him this stuff. Okay. Just trying to sell him everything I can, so then we can move on to the next items. We gotta go run all these side quests and stuff. And this stuff is heavy, man. I didn't realize how heavy this stuff was. Okay, you're getting a deal.
Well, I suppose we can try.
Getting a really good deal.
Here. Many thanks. Thank you. And come again, Henry.
Okay, so now we got quite a bit to deal with here. Put that back on the belt. I want the crossbow. See if there's anything I can do around here. Okay, where are we? Oh yeah, we're at the Devil's Den. People don't like me that much in this area. But oh well, they will soon. We're up here. There's plenty of stuff to do over here. There's a combat area, laundry, a bathhouse. Guess we gotta go kill that guy. Where's that guy we're supposed to talk to? Yeah, he's over there. I guess we go kill that guy first. Let's do that. Oh, it's Shishka.
You shouldn't be out here alone like this. Awful things have been happening here.
Oh, don't worry. I'm okay. She probably doesn't have any money on her. Okay. I haven't been here yet, so let's take a look at everything.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
Well, that's nice, huh?
That should do it.
Good doggy.
Good boy.
I should have sold all that armor to this guy. Oh, that's unfortunate. So if you sell the armor and stuff to the people that are that actually specialize in it, like clothing to a tailor, that kind of thing, you get more money. But oh well. No crying over spilled milk. Just moving on. Alright, let's buy some stuff from him. Let's see if he has anything better
What do you have for sale?
than I'm wearing. Oh yeah, a lot better. Battle longsword. Oh man, that's a whole upgrade. $132. Actually, no, the common longsword's better than that. We'll see if he has some. Oh yeah, he does. Cool. He has sketches. That's what I really want. Maybe we'll do some crafting while we're here, because then we can turn around and sell it to him. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do some better crafting before we start running around and finding those people. We have so much money too, so that's helpful. Okay.
I'd like to discuss the price.
But once, thank you for joining me. We're just vibing. We're playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Right now I'm trying to get a massive discount on this.
Finally, I was glad to be of help to you.
And then I'm going to turn around and do some crafting, I guess. Or we can go kill that guy. I kind of want to go kill that guy first. But I just learned all of these new things, new weapons to make. So I'm super excited about that. Okay, what time is it? It's middle of the day, so we have time. There's a drying rack here. Tip, if you have items that are 0 like this, if you dry them, they will be dried, and then they also gain back their quality. So just as a tip, so you don't have to worry about throwing them away. Alright, let's go grab some stuff to sell to that guy. We just made it to the Devil's Den. we are on, and we just finished Speak of the Devil, and we're on our 2 missions that we can do that are extra credit. We have the Devil's Pact, and then we can do Into the Underworld. So we're going to be moving into some of the side content right now in the Devil's Den, and then we're just going to kind of hang around in this area for right now, and then we're going to eventually move into the Underworld to go find Katherine probably next session, so tomorrow. But we're just going to be playing around in here. So there's just a lot to do.
Where did I put it?
There's just so much content to do. Let's see if this guy wants to play some dice.
Like to play dice? What game would you like to play?
Oh, this guy can barely bet anything.
I actually don't want to play anything.
I don't want to bet small. I love betting, but like I don't want to bet for like $3. Drink some wine.
One beer after another.
Let's see, where is this guy's bed? Where's my bed? It says it's upstairs. Oh, this is it. Okay. I haven't been in this area yet. Or wait, no, this isn't it. It would say sleep and save. Is it around the corner? Ah. This isn't it either. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Yep, this is it. Okay, because it has all our stuff in it. Okay, I'm gonna take this stuff I've been holding on to for a while. I'm gonna sell it to him. The guy over there. And then I'll take all the materials because I'm going to do some crafting while I'm here. Should probably take all these out too. So don't worry about walking around over encumbered, because if you're over encumbered, you actually gain strength as you're over encumbered. Strength experience.
Aren't those dice sad that you're just letting them sit there?
Well, I'm not playing with you because you can only bet for $3, dude. All right. Sorry, responded to a text. Oh, don't you guys know I'm streaming? Oh. Right, we're gonna go back here and see if we can craft any better gear and sell all this trash that we've been carrying around forever. Where is he? Where did he go? He was right here. Is he in here? Where is he? Oh well, I guess we'll just start crafting. Alright, let's put on our crafting gear. Okay, so we just came up with this sword. We have a hunting sword, which isn't any good. It's a broadsword. Battle longsword. Broad longsword. Oh, I can reforge my dad's sword. Maybe we'll do that. We'll just reforge dad's sword. Make some horseshoes. I don't want to make horseshoes. Gotta make one of these first. Just a second. I'm gonna turn the sound down just a little bit because it's a little loud when I start banging. Right. So do tell me if the sound's too loud. Okay.
I have to hammer it more evenly.
Oh, it's glitching. Hopefully we don't have a glitch right now. Anyways, been playing for about 70 hours now. I've done a lot of stuff. Definitely enjoying it. It's a fun game, definitely worth it.
Well, I'm about half done.
Not enough sparks. You need more sparks. I'm a little concerned because I can't see it.
Damn it. I have to be careful not to ruin it.
Alright, we'll go back in the forge. It's a little too cold. I think it's like, it's throwing me off because it's so... It's just... I can't see it. There we go. Yeah, it's glitching.
I better fuck it all up.
Oh man. Probably a bad one. I've never had a bad one. But this is a higher level sword. Let's see. Yeah, it was a 2. It's only a 2 level. See over here. Where is he? Alright, we'll just make a longsword. Do a couple of them. But appreciate you hanging out with me. This is Vibing with Victor. There we go. Yeah, it's glitching out. I can't see the sparks. Yeah, I definitely don't want to try to reforge my father's sword on this because I can't see it.
It'll take a bit longer. I should do it more evenly.
Oh, it's getting cold. These harder ones are a lot harder than... I mean, it makes sense they're hard. You can grind out the easy ones. But these are the much higher level swords, and I can't even see it because of the damn glitch. Alright, flip it over. I'm just trying to make a better weapon.
A bit more, and I'll be done. And that's it.
Alright, let's see what we got. Hopefully we didn't mess it up too bad. We've had a lot of people drop in today. We had Ophomancer, Khan, Luxman. Appreciate all your support. Thanks for hanging out. Alright. We only got a 3 on that. Where is the blacksmith? He was just here. I was trying to sell him all this stuff. Where is he? Maybe he's drinking? She didn't like that. Maybe he's drinking. I don't know. Okay, so we got a common longsword right now. I'm trying to use this broad longsword, and I think it's better, but the common is a Martin quality, so it's even better.
What are you waiting for? Clear off.
Oh, she didn't like that at all. Alright, let's go back.
Shoo! Get out of my sight.
Mutt doesn't like her either. He's just, let's go kill that guy. Or maybe we need to reload our NVIDIA. Let's reload the NVIDIA because of the glitch. That's what we'll do. We'll do a save and then we'll reload the NVIDIA.
You have a kind master.
So we're going up here. Ooh, we just upgraded because we're over encumbered. Right. I was really hoping to sell all this stuff to the blacksmith, but he's not here. Okay. I guess I should start learning how to use the gun, but we'll hold off for now. So much crafting material. When in doubt, I always get crafting material. Okay. Let's do a book learning. Well, I think that that's a good enough spot to stop since we've already gotten pretty far. Let's go in. So I want to thank you for hanging out today. Today we did the sword and quill. We've gotten into Kuttenberg, and then also we have done Speak of the Devil. The next one we got to do is we got to get the band back together, and we're going to be doing the Devil's Pact, and then we're going to be moving towards picking up Katherine in Kuttenberg. So it was a pretty good stream, I think. We had some people show up. We had Loxam join us today. We had Khan join us today. Ophomancer came in. Later on tonight, I might be doing some... I'll be opening up the stream again, and I'm going to be doing a walkthrough material for So You're Naked and Afraid, basically in just in Troskovich. You just started the game, you're playing on hardcore, how do you do things? So I wanted to give people a little bit of a tutorial on that and make a couple of quick little cut videos out of that. So I want to say thank you for joining me today. This is Vibing with Victor. This is my channel. I do a lot of Seattle related content, and I appreciate you hanging out because we were just working through some of these missions. They're not that hard, but it takes a lot of time to get through the dialogue, and it's not the most entertaining. So I really appreciate you hanging out, and it's more about the time that